Hi there, and congratulations on getting your call set. I want to welcome you to a short video. It's a very important video, but it won't take long. First of all, I want you to know that the call is all set. I'll send you a couple of reminder emails. So make sure you have a nice, private, personal space for our talk. I want you to be able to share freely and not be self-conscious or anything. Second of all, about 50% of the people that fill out the application make it to a call, so you're doing something right already. So congratulations for that. And then third, if you haven't connected with me on Facebook and LinkedIn, go ahead and do that. I like to share tips and tools about professional advancement. And the community also shares some pretty interesting stuff as well. I want you to know the call is going to be all about you. We're going to talk about what's been going on so far in your career, what's gone wrong, and what's your personal unique situation right now. You know, where you work, what's your boss's connection with you, relationship, all of that. And then we're going to talk about how to fix it, how to get you that promotion, and how to get you moving up to where you need to be. But before we get to that, I want to share with you a little bit about why I am here coaching instead of still in corporate. If you remember on the webinar, I grew up in Cary, North Carolina, which is right outside of the Research Triangle Park. I went to high school here, and then I went to NC State University, majored in genetics. And I also moved to Boston for a couple of years and went to Boston University. I like to call it Red Sox College because the T station or subway station that I used to get off for my classes was at Fenway Park stop. So sometimes I had to choose between a $10 bleacher seat or calculus class. So a few times I chose the bleacher seat on a pretty afternoon. But I got out of school, and the only problem with Boston was it was a bit cold for this Southern girl. So I moved back to Raleigh and started my professional career in pharmaceuticals. I worked in pharmaceuticals for about 6 years, and then into a biotech startup where I stayed for the rest of my career. That biotech startup got bought by several big pharmas along the way, and each time a big pharma bought us, we had to turn the whole bus around. So I had to learn a new culture, learn new business systems, all of this. And then one year, towards the end of my career, a Japanese company bought us. And at that time, I had made it up to the executive management team, and I was being groomed to be the next CEO when my boss was going to retire in a couple of years. And I was learning a lot from him. You see, I was in the office right next door, and he would pop in my office, or I would pop in his. And he would share strategy and political discussions and his personal thoughts with me. And so I was learning a lot from him. And then a Japanese company bought us. And I was a little worried at first about how they would feel about a woman being in line to run the company, but nothing really ever came up about it for about 2 years. And then they asked us to turn in a succession plan. And so we all, named our next in line, put it all on this one piece of paper, and sent it off to Tokyo to headquarters. A little while later, I was in a one-on-one with my boss, and he said, "I have something to share with you, Michelle." And he just, instead of saying anything, he just slid this piece of paper across the desk to me. And I recognized it as our succession plan. And there, his name was at the top, and then mine next. And then I had my successor, then all the management team, and each of their successors underneath. And on my name, there was a big red X. And beside it, it said, "No woman." I know, right? Imagine my shock. So I always knew it'd be tough to work for a Japanese company, but I never thought in this day and age that would happen in America. But it did. And I became a lame duck in the organization. The rest of the people on the management team were now jostling for the next in line position. And so they didn't have to play in the sandbox with me anymore. And so it was tough politically. Luckily, I had started a coaching business on the side several years before. And so I negotiated a parachute and left and started coaching full time. And I've never looked back a single day and wished I hadn't made that decision. You see, I get to work with corporate people all the time, but I don't have to get involved in the politics. So I get the best of all the worlds, right? I love doing this work. I can't wait to meet you. I know if I can do this, anyone can do it. And I know all of my professional people that I just have such a good heart for are ready for this. I like to liken you all to Teslas, where you have this brilliant mind and you know your craft so well, but there's just something wrong with the GPS coordinates. So we just need to readjust those coordinates a little bit and get you back in line and zoom it up to that place where you deserve. So I look forward to our call. Please make sure that you have it on your calendar. I can't wait to meet you. Take care. Goodbye.